So I want to be honest with you before we get started. This letter is one of the hardest letters that I've read through since I started this series. Not because I don't have anything to say about it, but because I want to get it right. It's a very sensitive subject. And I also think that there's some of you who are watching this video and have been in this space for a very long time. You might still be there. And you also deserve to get answers, and you deserve someone to take this seriously. This is Hello Misola, and you're welcome to another episode. Let us read today's letter. Hello Misola, I've been praying about the same thing for years. A stable job, financial security, direction, a breakthrough. I still go to church every week. I pray every morning. I fast regularly, I believe. But my life looks exactly the same as it did 3 years ago. The hardest part is watching other people receive the very things I've been praying for. Friends who got the job, family members whose businesses took off, people in my church who gave a testimony about the exact thing I've been asking God for. I keep showing up, I keep believing, but if I'm honest, I am struggling. I am struggling to understand why. How do you keep believing when you cannot see it? How do you keep going when nothing is changing? Here is what I want to say today. What you're feeling is not a sign that your faith is broken. It might feel that way, but I do not think that that's what's going on here. I think you're in a season that is difficult, but that's where faith comes in. And that's where having a strong work and relationship with God also comes in. It's easier said than done. I know that's what you're telling me. But honestly, that is the essence of faith. What is the definition of faith? The evidence of things not seen. I can't remember that definition of faith. But faith is literally believing in something you cannot see. You're serving an invisible God. So that is the whole essence of it. If you cannot see it happening, but you still believe that it's happening, and you still believe that God is not far from you and he has not turned his back against you, then you have nothing to lose. And so that is why I'm saying deepen your relationship and your walk with God. Because in times like this, it is only your relationship and the anchor that you've built previously that will help you to keep you standing. It's a difficult phase. I've been there. I am still there sometimes. You go in and out. That's life. You go through trials and tribulations. But what would keep you going is a definite strong relationship with your God. Before we go into the kingdom perspective, let me just say this. Your chapter is not finished yet. That is the whole essence of this. So I want to bring in two things from the word, and I hope that they land fully together. There's a scripture in Isaiah 55. The whole of that Isaiah 55 is worth reading, but there is a part of Isaiah 55 that reminds us that his thoughts are not our thoughts and his ways are not our ways. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are his ways higher than ours. So you don't get to understand the timing. That's left for God to do his thing. But you have to keep up the faith. You have to understand that his ways are not your ways, and his ways are always better than our ways anyway. So you have to keep up the faith and keep trusting in God. Now I know it's easier said than done. It's easy for me to just come out and say, Misola, have faith, or have faith and just believe when you're not there. But understand that God is an invisible God. This is the proper definition of faith anyway. Faith is what is that definition of faith that I always say? Faith is the evidence of things not known. All I'm trying to say is, typically as Christians, we are believing in a God that we cannot see. We're dealing with things that we cannot see, but we have that faith, and that is what is keeping us. And it's not making us look like fools, because we have that faith and assurance in our God. So you just keep believing. Don't give up on the faith. Now, the second part of what I'm trying to say in this kingdom perspective, and I want it to land well, but I'm going to use this scripture. It's Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. It says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. So I want to ask you, what is your relationship with God like? Not your prayer life, not your church attendance, your relationship with God. Because there is a version of faith that is transactional. Oh God, give me this, give me that, give me this, give me that. And then when he does not give it to you, or when it doesn't happen, it now feels like a promise that was not kept. But if you have a deeper relationship with God that is beyond that transaction of him fulfilling his promises, because that's one aspect of him. He will fulfill his promises, but there are other aspects of this, your God. And if you build that relationship with him, you would understand it so much better. You would understand why you're in this situation, and you would not give up no matter what. So before you arrived here, God knew who you were, and that's what that scripture is saying. Before you prayed your first prayer, before any breakthrough or any miracle or any intervention in your life so far, God knows who you are. He knew who you were. That is relationship. That is personal. And I want you to reciprocate it. So I want you to shift from, God, when will you give me this thing? When will you do this thing for me? To saying, God, I want you to help me know you better in this season. Because the version of you that will come up from this season, if you just take the time to get to know him better and spend time with him, you would not believe yourself. Now, here are 2 things I want you to do. So step 1, keep going and take action. That the thing has not come, the thing you're praying for, does not mean that you should stop. So keep doing what you're doing, keep applying, keep talking to people, keep networking, keep showing up consistently and excellently. That the thing has not come yet does not mean that you should stop. It means that you should keep moving. Not because your actions earn you the breakthrough. No, it doesn't. But because the person who stops moving has removed themselves from the path of the breakthrough completely. And best believe that your breakthrough is trying to find you. So you do not know what the next application will bring. You do not know what next week holds. You do not know this, but you know today. And you do not know what God has already set in motion for you. And that's why you cannot afford to stop. This is not some sort of, grinding teeth resilience. No, this is quiet, steady, and faithful action. So one foot in front of the other. Keep going. Step 2, when you see others receive what you're praying to God for, genuinely celebrate with them. I know this is hard. I know it may feel almost impossible in some moments, but this is one of the most spiritual things that you can ever do. Here is why. Their breakthrough is proof. It's proof that God is doing it. It's proof that this kind of miracle is available. It's proof that the thing you've been asking God for, it's real. It exists and it happens. And the God who did it for them is the same God that you're in a relationship with. So celebration is not performance. It's a declaration. It's you saying, I see that God is working and I'm not afraid of the wait because his track record is enough evidence for me. So here's the reset I want to leave you with. I want to speak to you and I want to speak to you directly. You have been faithful. You have been showing up. You have been praying and fasting and believing and going to church and doing all those things even when it was difficult, even when you could have easily just said, no, I'm not doing this anymore. That matters, not because faithfulness is a currency that earns you your breakthrough or what you've been praying to God for, your answers, but because the person you're becoming in this season is part of what God is doing. The depth of faith that comes out of a long wait is different from someone that received something from God quickly and easily. It's not better, it's different, don't get me wrong. And God knows exactly what he's building in you. So I want to invite you to do one thing. In this season of waiting, shift the question of asking God when and saying, God, I want to know you better in this season. Spend time with him that is not a list of requests. Read the word not to find promises about your situation, but to get to know more about your God. Sit with it and pray without an agenda. Just be with him. Because I genuinely believe that what is on the other side of this closeness and intimate relationship with God is not just your breakthrough. It's a steward who God can trust any day, anytime. It's a very different Christian who is on fire, who has caught the fire and is doing the revival for God. You yourself will not believe who you have become. I can tell you this for a fact. So anyway, spend time with your God today. And as we wrap up this video, if you've not subscribed to this video or to my channel, Hello Misola, this is a community of immigrants who have refused to sit down and just go with status quo. No, we are going to be who God says we're going to be. We're going to be so focused on our assignment and fulfill our purpose. We're not second-class citizens. We are first-class citizens of the kingdom, and wherever we are, we have got what it takes to achieve what we want to achieve, and our path just keeps going brighter and brighter and clearer and clearer. Okay, I'm beginning to talk too much now, but yeah, I'd love for you to be a part of this community. So please subscribe to Hello Misola if you have not subscribed yet. If you have a challenge and you want me to go through it, to read it, and you want a different pair of eyes just looking through whatever it is you're going through, send me a letter. I would love to hear from you. So click the link in the description and send me your letter. Like this video so that the algorithm does what it knows how to do best, and share this video with someone. But other than that, I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.